This is an older video. You can tell by how much younger I look. I believe this was recorded in 2018, so approximately 7 years ago. A friend of mine asked me to recount a story from The Gathering, and what I was saying then was 2003, but I believe it may have been 2004. It's hard to tell those two apart, but you may notice I refer to the spa as the Oriental Massage Parlor. I know that is not the preferred nomenclature. I was just, for the sake of storytelling, getting the details correct, because that is what the sign said. No racism intended of any kind. But that was what the facility called itself. So I wasn't really able to argue with them. As such, the story is being posted just as it was told. This is a story from The Gathering. I believe 2004, although I say in the video it's 2003. I think it was actually 2004. You may notice I have a lot of energy. Don't worry about me, I'm fine. I hope you enjoy the story. It's a little throwback, something for you guys. And if you like this, tell me. Leave me a comment, and I can tell more Gathering stories, because trust me, I have got some fucking doozies. We wanted a hotel, so we stayed at a place called the Roadway Inn. Now, Gal, aka Juggalo, aka the Jewish Juggalo, 84. He went over the story a little bit in the video, but in his video he said, "You gotta ask Josh." Well, to my recollection, there was only one Josh there for this story, and that was this guy right here, Stabber Josh. So I'm gonna tell it, and if any other Joshes try to tell it, they're lying, because I was the only Josh that was there. So anyway, it was me. I believe my friend Tom was there. I believe Joel, aka DLP, the Lotus Pod. I believe Shirtless Jay was there. Probably Ian. Lot of folks. It was 3-4 o'clock in the morning. One of the nights we were in Garrettsville, Ohio. Gathering was, probably in full swing, but we back at the hotel, just drinking the fuck out of some alcohol. We were drunk the whole time we were there, to be expected. We were having some wild times. I mean, this story I'm telling ain't even close to the wildest shit that went down when we were hanging out at the Roadway. Be that as it may, we've been noticing all weekend that pretty much in the parking lot of the Roadway Inn, this little motor lodge fucking thing, there was a massage parlor. And I believe the sign actually said Oriental Massage Parlor. I think that's about exactly what it said. The longer we sat there over that weekend, we kept eyeballing that sign, making jokes. Let's go get a massage. And finally, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning comes. You're drunk. You're ready for a massage. You know what I mean? Being completely honest, we were hoping they were gonna jack us off. I mean, like that. I think that was the goal there. We were, you're gonna get a rub down. You might as well finish it. Go all the way, go hard or go home. Get me hard or go home. You know what I mean? Like, just, I feel that it's a given. You go to a massage parlor, you get a rub down, you get a happy ending. But I've never actually been to a massage parlor, so maybe I'm totally way off. I have no idea. But we walked over there, a whole group of us, probably 8 to 10 of us. And we opened the door to this Oriental massage parlor. And have you ever been to like a jail or something like that? You open a door and then there's another door, and so you're in this little room where there's a door in front of you and a door behind you. That's kind of where we were at, what it felt like. And we're looking around in this kind of white, strange, small room, and Tom, I believe, was the first one that noticed there were bulbs of garlic hanging all over the ceiling, on the walls, just in these little net basket things. It was garlic hanging everywhere. I don't remember it smelling like garlic, but I think
I mean, I definitely remember there was just garlic hanging everywhere, inexplicably. Like, why would that be happening? Anyway, there was a little button, like a button you push, and a little buzzer, and an intercom. And so we pushed it, and a lady's voice came over the intercom, and I don't think she spoke English very well. She didn't greet us very warmly. It was like, "What? What do you want?" Like, just, okay. What do you think we want? We want eggs Benedict. We came here for a massage. We want a rub down. What do Oriole massage parlor. Why else would we be here? And so she just kind of is quiet for a moment. I think she decided to consort with the other prostitute, because we were pretty sure this was like a prostitution thing. She consorts with the other prostitutes, or maybe they were just massagers. I could be being totally presumptuous here. But she comes back on the intercom after an uncomfortably long amount of time, and she just goes, "Too young!" And we were like, "What? Too young?" First off, we were all over the age of 18. We were all 18 or older. I think I was 18 or 19, something like that. And second of all, too young for what? Too young for a massage? That's kind of the indicator that they weren't just rubbing your shoulders. You know what I mean? They were, I think they were selling pussy. I mean, that's the only thing that makes any sense to me. But even still, if they were, 18 is old enough to buy pussy, I think. I mean, it's illegal anyway, but if it's less of a charge if you're not a minor, and we weren't minors, so I don't understand that. But thinking about it, why? Now, Tom asserted they must have been vampire hookers because of the garlic. But now that I'm thinking about it, now that I'm really thinking about it, why would vampires have garlic? Vampires are repelled by garlic. So I don't think they were vampires, because why would they put something up that repels themselves? I think they knew vampires were in the area. Or maybe there was a gang, a couple of different gangs of vampire hookers, and they were a gang of vampire hookers, and across the way there's another gang of vampire hookers, and both of them hung garlic up in the doorway to keep each other away. I don't know, hard telling. But I think the better explanation is that they just thought there were maybe vampires in the area, truck drivers who came in to drain folks of their lifeblood, and they didn't want them to come, in more ways than one. And so, I guess, they either were or weren't vampires. I like to think they were. I like to think somebody in this scenario was a vampire. But I am pretty sure that it was a prostitution thing. And now that I'm thinking, I never really thought about this before, but I bet the hotel was getting kickbacks. Because if you're selling, it's like Richard Pryor said in the classic comic bit, "We don't sell no pussy in here, and if you do, I want a cut." If they were selling pussy out of the back, that's a lucrative business. That's a lucrative business. If they were selling that out the back, the guy who ran the hotel was getting a cut. I mean, there's no way I would want a cut. If you're running, that's the most motivating factor in all of every society. That's all everybody's trying to get is laid. So, yeah, we got turned away from a whorehouse. How do you get turned away from a whorehouse? That's how much people hated Juggalos back in the day. We were turned away from a whorehouse. Just utter discrimination. Utter discrimination. Wanted a rub and tug. I mean, that's all it was. And they weren't having it. So we walked back to our hotel and just drank more and probably eventually passed out. I don't know why they would have turned us away. It just seems so needless. We had money. We were ready, to pay for whatever. Even if it had just been a massage, that would have been fine. But that's not. They weren't letting us in. In any case, that's the story. At least as far as I remember it. I could be completely mistaken here. I'm probably forgetting something really integral to the story, but as far as I remember, that's about how it went. My friend Tom was obsessed with this, though. He was certain that there were some vampires involved, which, of course, me being a horror nerd, I'm buying it. I'm like, hell yeah, maybe there are vampires. Despite the fact that vampires don't exist, I'm hoping that there are. some vampires in Garrettsville, Ohio, which, why were we in Garrettsville, Ohio? Why would anyone put a music festival on in Garrettsville, Ohio? I don't know, but ICP did. So, again, yeah, that's the story. Shirtless J, I've still got some shit I'm writing for you for that. That's still coming, but I wanted to do this video style because Gal said to ask Josh, and he did it video style, so what better way to answer it than to come live in person, you know? No time to think, no time to plan my words, none of that shit. Just go off the cuff. Probably not as entertaining, but every bit as truthful. Thanks for watching.